You were not strong because life was easy. You only looked strong because you had no other choice. When no one could read your silence, you may have started to feel small, even to yourself. But even in the moment when you felt small, you were never small in my heart. My dear brother, there were days when you felt no one was on your side, days when you stood among people, but your heart still felt alone at the edge of the world, days when something inside you broke, but there was nowhere safe to say that you were breaking. You wanted to lean on someone, but you held it in. You were hurt, but you lowered your head quietly, because explaining it felt like it would not change anything. Maybe these questions began to rise in you. Am I really that important? Does my pain reach anyone? Would the world simply keep moving, even if I were no longer in the room? I know that place. People may have heard only your answer, but I was listening to the heart you could not put into words. People may have seen you standing, but I saw the trembling beneath your silence. So let this one truth remain in your heart. You are not abandoned. You are not someone who should be left alone as if your pain does not matter. You are not a life that can simply be passed over. Brother, you are someone I do not want to lose. Even when the world failed to recognize you, you never disappeared from my heart. The reason I love you is not because you are strong. It is not because you endured well. It is not because you proved something. I love you simply because you are you. You who have no strength to lift your head. You who cannot find the words. You who cannot find a place for your heart to rest. You are still precious to me. Even in the moment when you believed that no one was on your side, I was on your side. Truly, I was on your side even then. Brother, what you waited for was not some grand explanation. You were waiting for just one heart that would recognize yours. Someone who would not be ashamed of you when you fell apart. Someone who would remain beside you when you had no words left. So now, I am here beside you, speaking quietly. You are precious, truly precious. Even when people passed by you, I did not pass you by. Even when people failed to see your heart, I stayed with the part of you they could not see. Even in the place where you felt you had nothing to offer, you were still precious. So, brother, you do not have to keep trying to look strong until the end. You may come before me with the heart that cannot speak. You are not alone. Truly, you are not alone. There is a love that remains when it feels as if everyone else has turned away. There is a love that has never left your side. One day, you will understand. Even in the time when you thought you were completely alone, a love that would not let you go was quietly beside you. Even in the place where you believed you had no worth, you were still being called precious. When this truth finally reaches you, you will not remember only the pain. You will remember that even there, you were not erased. Even in that silence, you were seen. You were being held by a love quiet enough not to force you, and faithful enough not to leave you. And you will come to know this. The part of you that no one knew how to stay with was never too much for me. My dear brother, may that love now reach the deepest place in your heart. You are not someone I would ever let go of. You are not someone I would pass by. You are the one I will keep seeking until the end. Whatever season comes, I will not leave your side. From Jesus, who loves you faithfully to the very end.